Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Do you want to see another review of another yarn store? Yeah, I mean, any excuse, right, to go shopping for yarn vicariously through another person? Let's go. So this one, I recently went on a trip. If you're new here, my husband and I did a bit of a road trip, and we live in Colorado, but we went through Nebraska and ended up at 6 different yarn stores in Nebraska. This is the third one that we went to, and you wouldn't have expected necessarily to be the yarn store. What I did is I knew what route we were going to go, so I went, the whole map thing and said yarn near me, right? And did that throughout Nebraska. And it's like, what are we going to come up with? So this is the Quilters Cottage. And according to Google, it says, yes, we have yarn. Okay. All right. This one took a little bit more to convince my husband to go to because it was not like directly off the expressway, the highway. Hubby is very much on the, if you can't see it from the highway, we're not going, right? So this one did take a little bit to get to, but lucky for me, he needed a potty break and they had a great bathroom, there you go. So this is the Quilters Cottage. And you know what fun things I found? Their yarn selection, they had a lot of nice yarn. It was actually surprising because it was in the small corner of a very large quilting store. And the other thing that was really cool, they had all sorts of the paraphernalia and the stuff for making bags, the bag feet, the leather straps, the snaps, the closures, the clasps, the everything else, and of course sewing patterns or whatever. But hello, we're crafters. We could crochet those, we could knit those. I mean, right? So I thought that was really fantastic. And then one of the other things that they had Arcane Fiberworks yarn in the wild. Yes, they did. They had, I believe they had 2 colors. They had houseplant horticulture, and that right there, and they had them in the DK weights. Okay, if you've been around, I like my fingering weight yarn. But it was gorgeous. To me, I had to immediately pull up Tyler's picture, right? On that to see the difference, because I'm like, which one is this? I don't remember this. This is gorgeous. It is so wonderful to see this stuff in person. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. To me, it had like a very camo-esque feel, camouflage. It was beautiful. Pretty sure if it was in fingering, I probably would have snagged some, but it's okay. I will just order it. It's still in stock. I can order it directly from Tyler. There you go. And then the other one that they had, I have drooled over it previously. I just haven't gotten it. And I really need to change that. That is the Fall Feelings. Oh my goodness. Fall Feelings. It's got the purples and the oranges. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And this was like, what is this color? It's just drop dead stunning. And it was the Fall Feelings and the DK weight. It's like, oh, I mean, now that I'm talking about it, maybe when I order, it's gonna happen. We're gonna make an order. It's gonna happen. I mean, we know my fascination and love for Tyler's yarn. Tyler, if you're not familiar, he's the creative genius and the yarn dyer behind Arcane Fiberworks, and he's in Canada. Their yarn, and no, I don't get any money for this. I just love the yarn, right? I mean, that's what I do, is I talk about yarn. For his stuff, he will ship it to the United States, 2 skeins, and there's no, 2 skeins or more, right? And no shipping charge. Woo, that's pretty cool. And generally like anywhere from $24 to $26 a skein, depending on the exchange rate. And he has 4 different weights. Hello, please take my money. It is amazing. And yeah, so I got to see colors of that in the wild. How fun is that? And then they also had a lot of other yarns. So they had some that I have seen in the past. It's called Zen. And if you are a fan, I got some. Hubby's like, you need this. He picked it out. You need this, So there are places where he will pick out my yarn and he will thrust it upon me and said, no, we're getting this and we're getting 2. Why? Because he thinks I need 2 to make a project, which is why minis are confusing to me. Because if my husband is getting me 2 skeins of gorgeous fingering weight yarn to make a project, what do? 800 plus yards. What do you do with the mini that has like 24 to 50 some odd yards or whatever, depending on the grams of the mini? I'm like, I don't know, you know. So this is Zen Yarn Garden. It is super fine glitter, 90% super fine. Yeah, I can show you one. Super fine merino wool, 10% sparkling and nylon stellina. This is in the color Burning Bush. I mean, the name, right? We know on the second yarn store, I got the Archangel, Malibu Archangel, and then this one I got Burning Bush. I mean, hello, there we go. That was just me, absolutely. It's like, yes, I have to have it. Please take my money. So this is absolutely gorgeous. It's milled in India. Milled in Italy. I don't know why I'm saying India. It's clearly not, it's clearly Italy. Milled in Italy, and it is hand dyed in Canada. If you have this near you in any way, shape, or form, if your yarn store carries it, if you love this particular yarn, you might want to get it now, because the owner of the Quilters Cottage told me that the dyer is no longer going to be dyeing yarn. They are retiring. So my hubby, when he heard that, he's like, well, then we definitely have to get two, because you either get it or you don't, right? I mean, he's not wrong, right? And the sparkle is stunning. Look at the colors on that. That is just gorgeous. So I have two of these beautiful skeins, 400 yards. It's 365 meters, hand wash, air dry. Of course, we expect that. I don't know what I'm going to make with it, but he insisted I get two of them. And was I really going to argue with him? I mean, no, I wasn't going to argue with him. So these two are the two that we deliberately picked out. Yeah, and they had other yarns. Obviously, they did have some other yarns. And in the sale bin, they had mystery bags. Yes, they did. So, you know, I mean, I had to get some mystery bags, right? She had just packaged those, figured might as well. Let's give it a try. So this was, let me see, I got two mystery bags. I did get two because, you know, I had to open them. So I got two mystery bags. They were taped and stapled very, very well. Okay, so this one says valued over $54 retail, knitter's mystery bag. And I asked what, and she had another one's knitter or crochet. And I asked what the difference was. And she said that the yarn and everything, there's absolutely no difference. It's just the one that has knitter only has a knit pattern in it, doesn't have any crochet patterns. The other one either had no patterns in it at all, it was just the yarn and whatever other goodies, and no patterns. So that was the only reason. Okay, so there were two bags that I was hemming and hawing on. I got the pictures of them. I'm like, these two right here. All right, well, you know, I'm like, okay, I grabbed this one. Hubby's like, yeah, I probably shouldn't. Whatever. Okay, and yes, I did pull out the staples and the tape and everything. So, as you can hear, opening it up even more. So I've got, this is the Tuscan Snood and Warmers. It's a We Are Knitters at the All the Happiness in a Kit. This is a printed pattern for the Quilters Cottage. And this pattern is normally $6.90 if you wanted to get it yourself. I didn't notice that before, but okay. A snood. It has the meaning. In case we didn't know, a snood is a wide ring of knitted material worn as a hood or a scarf. Origin, Middle English. Snod from Old English snowed, first known use before the 12th century. So we're going to be making a large knitted ring or something like that. So schematics, yeah, it's a big rectangle. I don't think they've got videos. Okay, so there are videos for this. Nice, but I don't think there's any pictures of it that I can look at, and you got a note section in the back, so it does show you are making this tube and you're sewing it together. Okay, there you go. So I have a mystery pattern, and the only reason I say that is because I don't know what it looks like. I have to start reading the directions to kind of idea what's going on with that. And I did get yarn. Okay, there's a receipt. I got two of these, and I did open it in store, so I did know what it was. This doesn't have the tags on it. That's why she put it in here. The same stuff that she had on the shelves, and this I think was $16 each. This is botanical dyed. That's why she got this. You know, she really liked the way that it was sourced and the way that it was dyed. But again, I don't have the tag for these, and it is a wool. It's you know, it's, if you don't like wool, or you're like okay with wool but you don't necessarily want to use it, you wouldn't want to use this one. This would felt beautifully. It's a beautiful corally color. Is it the one that I would have necessarily gone for if I was picking it? No, but so what? Isn't that what the mystery is? Because if I wanted to go pick it off the shelf, I would have gone to pick it off the shelf. I paid for a mystery bag. You get what you get, right? And there's some other things in here. And I'm not saying there's anything bad with the yarn. There's not. The yarn is fine. Okay, look at this. And there's other goodies in here. Okay, so I've got little stitch markers. These are like little bells, and this is cute, right? Is it just me? Do we like cute little things? We like little things. All right, so, okay, well, woo, got them. Stitch markers. I was just looking for some stitch markers. Oh, and it's a full set. Look at this. Okay, so they got the little jingly bells on it. Look at that, little jingly bells right there. Isn't that cool? And you have the one that identifies for the beginning of the round. So you have the full set. There are six little, can you hear it? Can you hear it? I can hear it. So you have 6 little jingle bells. I think that is absolutely adorable. And they're very cute, tiny little container that you can take with you. I don't know how much those retail for, but I could see those being, you know, semi-pricey. We know, you know, it's, for me, it's like the children at the front counter with candy bars. When you put stuff like this there, and you have the lip balms, and you have the hand lotion bars and all that other stuff, to me that is like the adult version of the candy bar, right? I mean, it is. That's like that's knitted candy. So I mean, that is awesome. And then I also got these. So these are the little stoppers for your needles, I believe. Let's see. Yeah. You get the little stopper like that. See, you can put your needle in there and everything, and it'll hold it. Yeah, I think that's what that's for. If it's not, let me know, because that's what I would think that that's for, but I'm not. Now that, yeah, it's got to be that, right? Yeah. So these are for the smaller needles. I think for the, I don't think these are a different size. See, it goes down like that. Yeah, it's got to be what it's for, right? Tell me down below. Am I the person who has no clue? And that, you know, so that bag right there said it had a retail value of over $54, and I got it for $24.99. We know the pattern says $6.90. I don't know how much these stoppers and these are adorable. You know, I didn't actually see those the first time I pulled up the bag. I just saw the yarn, and I do know this was $16.99 each. So I do know that. So yeah, price wise, she's right on you know, the retail and everything of what it is. I definitely got the money value from that. Well, we know that, we don't necessarily know, but that wasn't, you know, it's like, ooh, I don't know. This one was really calling to me, and then I'm like, maybe I should have gotten this one anyway. And then my husband went to the bathroom, so then I bought it, right? I blamed him. Yeah. So here's my second mystery bag. So this one was labeled knit or crochet mystery bag, retail value over $74, and I paid $37.99. So let's see what I got in my second mystery bag, right? All right, so I got some yarn. So this is Knit Pal Cotton to the Core DK weight yarn. So I got 3 of these. Let's see. Okay. Oh, and I just dropped one of the goodies in there. So I got 3. So got 2 of the orange and 1 of the light pink. There's a 10% off for your friends and family code. Use the code KNITPAL10. So if you go out to KnitPal and use that code KNITPAL10, I guess you can get 10% off the yarn. How much is it? I don't know. But you can get 10% off of whatever that is. And then they have this QR code there. I don't know if that'll work for you, but I'll hold it up. I mean, it might work. I don't know. So there's that. And they have monthly giveaways. At least that's what the label says from the yarn, right? The yarn company. Monthly giveaways, sign up to win. All right. Let's see. What do we have? 50 grams, 142 yards. using a US 2 to 6 hook or 3 to 4 millimeter. Okay, there we go. So I got 3 of these, the 1 pink and the 2 orange. All right, let me set those right here. There we go. And look at this. I got a minis set, and we know how expensive minis can be. We just know that, right? This is Big Sky Yarn Company Candy Heart Confessions mini set, Star DK. So this isn't even fingering weight. This is DK weight minis. This is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. Each mini is 20 grams or 49 yards. There's 294 total yards in this mini pack. All right, how much was it? I don't know how much it originally would have been because that was pulled off, but there you have it. So you've got Kiss Me, XOXO, Love, Be Mine, Sweet, and what's this orange one? Do we have a name on the orange one? Oh, we didn't name the orange one? Oh, there it is. Okay, Call Me. Call Me. Yeah, the orange is Call Me. I like that. That's cute. So I did like this set better, even though minis are not necessarily my thing. I think this one's pretty awesome. It really is. And 200, how many yards? 200 and how many? 294 yards of a DK weight yarn in a fade set. You could do some pretty good stuff with that, right? It doesn't have to be the hat. For me, it'll be a hat, but it doesn't have to be the hat, right? It could be just about anything. And there's some other goodies, and I dropped one on the floor when I pulled the yarn out. So let's see what other things I got. I got mini set, 3 skeins of yarn. They are not the same composition, but they are the same weight. And then I got more stitch markers, white. These are these Stay Put markers, small white stitch marker rings, which is really cool because I was looking for stitch markers earlier and I don't know why I didn't just look in my bags, right? So I got those, and not sure how many are in there, but it's a decent amount. There you go. All right, so I got those in there. Fun stuff. Here's all the toys. Let's see, there's more stuff at the bottom. Pull these out. I got Handmade with Love tags. So those are nice. These are not fabric. These are just like gift tags that you can add to your Christmas presents or whatever else. This retails for $9.49. This is the Handmade with Love plaid holiday tags at the Quilters Cottage. I don't know how many are in there, but that right there retails at $9.49. And I got more of the stitch stoppers in different colors, if that's what they are. But you guys are going to tell me, right? You're going to let me know if that is correct or not correct. And here it is, the Quilters Cottage. You wanted to zoom in on that or something. That is the, maybe, I don't know. That's the Quilters Cottage. That's where I went and got all of this fun stuff. I do have to say, it was very enjoyable to be able to get a couple of mystery bags in a yarn store. You know, like, hey, we've got these if you're interested. She just threw them together. She had no idea if it would be something that people enjoyed or didn't enjoy. And I let her know. A mystery bag is just that. It is a mystery. It would appeal to some and others it doesn't. That's all there is to it. And you know, I mean, she was like, oh, you're not necessarily the happiest with this. It's not that I'm not happy with it. It's fine. The yarn is a good quality yarn, botanically dyed, which is really cool. This would make a gorgeous winter set. It really would, or anything else that you wanted to make with it. But it's just not what I would have necessarily picked. We know I'm over here going, you got any fingering weight in that bag, right? You know, I mean, that's where I'm going with things because that's what I enjoy. At least it wasn't like a bulky or a super bulky, right? I mean, it will find a home, whether I use it or somebody else uses it. It will find a home and it will be loved. Let's put it that way. So I had such a good time at this particular store, walking in and looking at things and finding all the unique treasures and getting the latest edition, the Burning Bush. I mean, that is just, and the name, you know, it's gorgeous colors. We know that. I mean, you can see that. That's gorgeous. It's stunning colors. It's beautiful. It's hand dyed. It's one of those you get it or you don't, especially since the dyer has decided they're retiring. And well, you know, people want to retire. We get that. So if you do see some online, either this store or another store, or you're lucky enough to be close to a local yarn store that carries it, if it's something that you've wanted and it's something that you want and you desire, you might want to get it sooner rather than later. There you go, because otherwise it'll just be in people's stash that you can trade with if you can find somebody willing to give it up. So that's how that goes. Thank you so much for following me and joining me on my yarn tour extravaganza. We still have 3 more in Nebraska that I will be peppering in amongst my other videos, and I really appreciate you joining in. And if you are going through Nebraska like we did, check out the yarn stores. Every place carries something different. They do, because they're unique people and they all like different things, and I had so much fun discovering. With that, I'm gonna let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be, and I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.